really do. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank those who've been following the channel for a long time. A focused mind. When you have your mind focused on things, it just changes a lot. And I always talk about the aspect of just banding together with positive thoughts. But a focused mind is powerful. And I just want to just lay heavily on most of you guys' thoughts of this game coming around the corner. But beyond that, when you start putting things together, when you have a concentrated thought on something, on one thing, then my goodness, a lot of things can happen. All you got to do is shift your mind to those things and it will happen. It just kind of reminds me of a story when everybody works together, everybody achieves more, right? So with this team, all we got to do is figure out a way to just find that one negative issue and erase that. That one negative issue and just erase it. And that's what we got to do, Cowboys Nation. That's just the bottom line. Let me just go ahead and say this. It's like a knot and a rope. When the opposite force pull on that knot or pull against that knot, the knot get tighter and it gets stronger. And it's harder to break or loose that knot. So this is what this team needs to do. And we just need to rally amongst each other and continue to push things forward. Now, facing these current oppositions, in life, it's just a struggle. That's what life is all about. How can you overcome the pitfalls of life? Do you sit down and do you waddle in that? Do you figure out other ways to overcome that? That is the main ingredient. And what I'm saying is with this particular team is that it can happen. It's possible. As long as you put your mind to it, it is possible. I know a lot of people already have their doubts and reservations of the coaching staff and of the quarterback play. But all we need is just one big play to happen and everybody else morale can just be uplifted and things like that. And I really do believe in those principles and those philosophies of just football. The collective team of sports and unity is everything, guys. And it could possibly happen. Just appreciate each and every last one of you guys for tuning in. I always use this thing right here. I watched this movie called Creed. It was Creed 2. And in that movie, what was remarkable about that movie, the guy lost. He lost his first battle with the Drago guy. I forgot his real name, but I think it's Drago. And when in the midst of him losing, he learned something. He learned that, hey, this is my passion. This is my desire. This is my goal. In order for me to achieve this particular goal, because I know for sure the father of the guy that I'm fighting killed my father. So this is a legacy deal. This is a legacy deal. I must figure out a way to overcome this high burden. If not, then I will always waddle in this particular situation. So what he did, he had to recalculate everything he was doing. He had to reach back out to the trainer because the original trainer didn't refuse to train him. So he said to himself, hey, I'm going to refocus my mind. And it is possible. And he told his I guess it was his wife or fiance at the time. He told her, look, if this is my dream, this is what I love. If you take this away from me, then I'm nothing. Because she was warning him and she was lamenting to him, I do not want you to fight. I do not want you to fight. The guy's twice your size. He's stronger. Yes, he's raw, but his powers, his blows are harder than yours. And how can I relate this to the Dallas Cowboys is that everywhere we look on any stream or any network, major network, you'll hear all of the negative connotation about this team. Everybody's counting this team out. Everybody's saying that this team cannot win. But when you are a focused mind, it's something to start rattling amongst yourself, and you can just build yourself up and say, I'm going to practice a little bit harder. I'm going to improve on the things that I can improve on just a little bit better. And I'm going to elevate not just myself, but my team around me just a little bit better. And going back to the movie Creed, it was not just the kid that helped himself out, but it was the trainer. It was the other guy that helped him out and said, okay, these are the food that you need to eat. This is the time you need to wake up. And matter of fact, this is the mile you need to run. You got to run a little bit quicker. You got to run a little bit faster. So all those things collectively are all into one. So when we, Cowboys Nation, when you have the ability to focus your mind into the things that you can control and maximize those small things, then everything else elevates. Everything else. Look, hey, I challenge everybody out here today. If you do 5 push-ups, the person next to you, they can say, I can do 6. And it's contagious. Then the person that do 6 push-ups, then they can say, hey, I can do 7. So what happened down the line with that is that before you know it, everybody's doing 110. It's just how life is. I cannot put it in other terms, but it's just one of those things. You know what? Just to give you another analogy, the light beam, the light that you guys see on me is no different than a laser. The reason why a laser is a focused beam of light that can cut through just about anything on this earth, it's because it's a concentration. It's the same beam of light. It's just focused. It's concentrated on one source. So that's why lasers are designed to cut diamonds, but gentle enough to make cosmetic surgery so you won't see scars. So it's just about how much focus you can be. And when you put those minds together, everybody in this chat box right now, I can't read your comments because I'm on a different platform, but everybody in the chat box, there's something about you guys that is special. You guys are special because you got the focused mind. You can actually cut diamonds too. You can actually cut through all of the trials and tribulations of life if you put your mind to it. That's just all it is. It comes to remind me when I was living out of the back of my car. It took that moment to understand that even when I had the fresh clothes on, sleeping out of the back of my car, people would still walk up to me and say, hey, man, I wish I was you, man. Hey, man, where you get this shirt from? Hey, man, why you so sharp all the time and all this stuff? But they didn't know my story, you see. So it's all about focusing and concentrating of your mind. You see, once you do that, then you can elevate to higher elevations. I promise you, I'm telling you guys the truth. If I wanted to lie to you, that's not how Law Nation roll. I don't have to lie to kick it. But this team right here, something special about this team. And it's not all about the wins and losses. It's about how the unity of the team, how everybody corral and bring themselves together. That's remarkable. That's special. I just want to be able to bring that home to you guys before I get some night eyes, before I get some shut eyes, as they say, like this, because I'm from Mississippi, I'm from country town. But really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash it, join the notification squad, because I come on this show at different various times throughout the day. And also my sponsor, I'm talking about the Cowboys Experience, the best experience you can ever have when you're talking about Cowboys being around former and current players like the Michael Gallups of the world and the Drew Pearsons. I'm talking about the original 88, not just somebody just sitting back there saying that, hey, I used to play for the Cowboys. I'm talking about the original 88. We need to get him into the Hall of Fame. We really do. Somebody please start that petition. I'll be the first person to sign it if you can just send it to my Twitter or email address. One way or another, guys. All we got to do is concentrate and put our mind to it, and it can happen. Let the negative talk go. Let the negative naysayers go. But it's something about positive energy, positive mind. And I'm going to leave you guys with this staying right here. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you would simply, just simply, go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold poverty or famish or fame or sickness of body or brain can turn you away, I'm going to say this, can turn you away from the thing you want, and that is the Super Bowl. If he can't turn you away, then dogged and grim and besieged and besetted with the help of Almighty. Cowboy Nation, we will get it one way or another. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. I'm out. Peace. Thank y'all for tuning in to the nation. Don't forget to sub it up.